Hi guys, welcome to the AK74 from the Lee Armory. And as you know, I purchased this rifle from the Copper Custom, my Indiana neighbors, and the customer service was outstanding. But going back to the AK74, today it was an easy day for the rifle. Basically what we did that sand tornado test, and sand was really dry today and spreading out nicely. And Ulla did outstanding job shaking the whole pot, and a lot of sand went straight to the action and to the chamber. Still, this little puppy managed to plow through 12 rounds if I counted this correctly. So respectable performance on the part of the Lee Armory 74. Rifle is built on the Bulgarian parts kit. So a lot of questions always about the sand tornado. Guys, you have to take that test a little bit with the grain of salt, pun intended, and you have to understand that it is more to see, you know, like extremes, what the rifle can do and what the rifle cannot do. And as you can see from the pictures, there was a tons of sand right here in the chamber, but still rifle plowed through the 12 rounds, and I think so that was a good performance. Then we clean up the rifle. I did make sure that the rifle is cycling correctly. I dumped the rest of the mag, and yes, rifle was working, and we took a dive into the water to see if this thing can float, and it didn't. It went straight to the bottom like a rock, but I pulled it out, cleared the, you know, any possible obstructions from the action, rocket the new magazine, and rifle cycled through the whole magazine without any issues, like a sewing machine. So very good performance in aquarium, we can say it. And the red dot is still working. This is cool too. This is that Holosun ACSS red dot. Awesome value for the combo, guys. Check our website, links in the video description. But enough with the bullshit talk. Let's dive inside the rifle. Let me remove this magazine. I have gloves. It's warm today, but I have gloves because the rifle is still hot. Okay, so I don't want to get any, you know, burns or anything like that. Okay, dust cover. Still, you can still see some water from inside, and that's perfectly normal. I will try to dry out maybe a little bit for the pictures. Dust cover perfectly fine. Nothing's happening. How are we doing on that recoil spring? And the recoil spring, good as well too. Classic Arsenal Circle 10 mark at the recoil spring. Nothing to worry about. Inside the receiver, rear trunnion is looking good. I do not see anything jumping out of me. And the trigger hammer, interestingly enough, no, it's just the marks, or maybe the trigger hammer is getting a little bit now reprofiled. That's interesting, because let me dive straight to the bolt carrier and to that bolt carrier tail at the end. And yes, as you guys can see, this thing is was deformed and splashed from the top, and that's basically because of the trigger hammer. Trigger hammer is harder than the bolt carrier rear end. But I'm thinking right now that maybe, and it's hard to tell, I can see like a fresh marks on the trigger hammer, but that could be an illusion. But other than this, yeah, this thing got squished. You know, you cannot miss this. Yep, it is squished. But inside the channel is looking good. The piston head, just a slight wobble. Everything is holding up well. And the piston head is looking good. No deformations on the piston head. So let me put that away. Let's look at the bolt. The rear end of the bolt is looking perfectly normal, but who cares about the rear end, right? Firing pin is looking good too, guys. No deformations. And extractor claw is holding up nicely. How are we looking on the locking lugs? This is all looking good. And on the back, everything is looking great here. I do not see any problems. Error not found on the bolt. This is looking good, guys. This is looking good. I'm running out of space today. Let me check the trunnion trunnion is looking good. Maybe there is a fresh mark on the right side top. You should see the picture, but here everything is looking rather okay. Chamber, nothing inside the chamber. Let me flip it, and from the bottom the trunnion is looking perfectly normal. Quick look at the rivets on both sides, because I have a nice profile right now and the rivets are still holding up. The trigger guard rivets are looking good as well. Here's that rail, which was a little bit crooked, and the rear trunnion rivets are looking good as well. Adapter is holding up too. I took the swimming like a champ. All right, let me and everything here is looking good too. Let me pop the lever and we'll evaluate the situation on the gas tube, and we'll see what's happening here. Let me remove the gas tube. Everything here at the bottom is looking great. The wood will be right now a little bit growing from that wet, but let me do the pirate for the Pirates Union. Oh! Everything is looking good inside the tube, guys, and the barrel here is looking good too. Nothing. This finish is holding up nicely. I have to tell you that they did a great job on the finish. And inside the gas block, just the regular dirt from gunk. Front end is looking good. The front post is holding up, and all the pins are looking good as well. The Fighter 24 sexy muzzle brake is holding up as well. And the barrel pin is looking good. And let me flip the rear leaf just to make sure it's not cracked. It's not cracked. Everything is looking here good, guys, and I have no complaints at this point. Let me know if you have any questions. We plowed through another 1,000 rounds. Good performance on the Scent Tornado test and very good performance in the aquarium. And stay tuned for the head spacing test, which can change everything. Lee Armory, 3,000 rounds behind us. Head spacing test. Let's go. And no, I cannot close it. Let me jam it one more time. Nope, head spacing didn't move. Awesome. Guys, I forgot to tell you, we had the one stoppage. Of course, you know, if we forget the Scent Tornado, that was a stoppage too, but that was forced by us. But at the regular shooting, regular magazine dumps, when I had the rifle in the upside down position, testing for the feeding, there was a stoppage from the Silco 10 magazine, and basically was failure to feed completely the round to the magazine. I repeated the test with the other magazine, and it went through all the rounds in the magazine by rotating the rifle. And then I went back to that the same magazine, and I just flipped the rifle to that position where we had that stoppage, and I expanded all the rounds left in the magazine, and they all fed perfectly fine. But I want to let you know that was the stoppage, you know, during the basically magazine dumps. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Fly like an eagle.